Vedanta is a compound word, mixing of two Sanskrit words, Veda plus Anta. Veda means knowledge. Anta means end. So Vedanta means the end of knowledge, culmination of knowledge, knowledge in its highest form possibility. When you say knowledge, we have one stream goes as science, another stream goes as arts. There are two basic streams of knowledge in the world. One, science stream, that has very many subjects called mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, botany, astrophysics. Then inside that, so many things are there. But all those things can be clubbed together and say there is science. One. Two is arts. Now, what is an art? How can there be end to an art? Ending to an art means in any artistic things, say for example, painting. If you give me, if I do a painting, I draw something and leave. Another person who has learned art, who has worked on that, he can work on it and improvise it, isn't it? He can make it better. Then you bring, a reasonably good artist, not amateur. He is a professional artist. If he comes and sees that same art, he will add extra strokes, or he will add an extra paint here. He will delete something. He will erase certain things. He'll give something, he'll do something and make it even better. Then you provide to people like M.F. Hussain or, Da Vinci and all those fellows were to come in. They can improvise even that. You see, an art gets its completion when there is no further improvisation possible. Correct. Art means what? When does art find its peak? The peak is any artist were to come anymore in the world, no more improvisation possibility. Nobody can improvise. Ultimate. Now you come to Vedanta, here what is it, sir? Any teacher can come in future also, no one can improvise the subject. Improvisation is not possible. That's it. There's nothing can be done in this. In that sense, it is from the stream of arts, if you go, its peak. Why, sir? We call it as end of knowledge. Why? Because it is ultimate. No more improvisation possibility. One. You come to the science dimension of arts, this science dimension of any branch, knowledge. Every subject you go on exploring, new things keeps coming, isn't it? In science, what is happening, sir? New things. Arts, existing one you improvise. Correct. You can make it little tastier. You can cook slightly better. Same ingredients. You can cook slightly better. That is one. Another one is you create a new thing. That is what science is doing. Science stream, if you go, what are we exploring, sir? We are exploring new things in science. You see, that is the development. In Vedanta, what is it, sir? There is nothing new to be told here. Nobody can improvise what is being said. At the same time, there is no possibility of any new thing also can be said. Therefore, they gave that name, Vedanta, to it. Reason number 2. These two are very, very ordinary. The third is the essential point. You see, the third dimension. Like the Shiva's third eye, these people. Amazing one. Why that? I'm only explaining why that name Vedanta. Okay. Today we are only seeing that right now. Now, knowledge proceeds with what? How knowledge is gained? We gain knowledge only by posing a question, isn't it? You pose a question, you probe, then you get something out of it. When you question, you get that answer. That answer to the question is the knowledge that you have gained. Like, for example, you see there is a glass, water is kept here. I see this. Who kept it here? I ask. Immediately people give, okay, I am the one who had kept it. Okay, thank you. Now I got the knowledge of how this thing came here. Now comes the real problem in our knowledge. Pursuit of our knowledge is every answer begets 10 more questions. This is made up of what? What is the material this is made up of? Who designed it? Who produced it? Who marketed it? How this is? I can go on adding questions. One answer I got. What is this? From there, every answer that I receive produces more questions, which means more that knowledge I gain, what is happening to all of us, sir? More ignorance gets exposed, is it not? That's why only a knowledgeable man says, I don't know anything. Ignorant fellow will never say, I don't know. Ignorant fellow says what? I know everything. Now, more I gain knowledge, more I gain knowledge, more I gain knowledge, more I gain knowledge. Where is the end to it? There's no end to it. Now, what Vedanta does is, you get a question, you move forward towards the answer. There is no end. Whereas, there is a possibility of ending the whole thing. Where, sir? When you start questioning the question, when you start moving backwards towards from the question, meaning from the question you move towards the questioner, there is an end. From the question you move towards the world for answer, there's no end. Therefore, there cannot be any end to any subject in the world. Whether it is physics or chemistry or biology or botany or economics or management, any subject in the world you take, there is no end to it. You can go on and on and on and on and on. Perennially we will go on. You can never end it. Whereas they said there is a possibility when you take a U-turn and start questioning the questioner. Vedanta starts from there. That is why in Vedanta, every answer given by the teacher is not to the question, it is to the questioner. Depends on the questioner. It's not to the question. Whereas physics professor will not give answer depending on the questioner. It doesn't matter. Anybody asks the question, he is going to give the same answer only. Pythagoras theorem is this. No matter who asks. Correct? It's not dependent on the questioner. Whereas you go to these masters, to the Shastras you come. Scriptures always answers to the questioner. Thereby, using his question as an excuse, they move backwards. They start sizzling the question. They start sizzling the question, question the question, question. You go backward. A point would come where you start questioning the questioner. Once the riddle, once the mystery of the questioner is resolved, no more question possibility. They don't get any questions after that in life. Thereby, all that seeking of knowledge, it's like when you are thirsty, you have two options. You can drink water or you can drink Pepsi, Coke. No, I'm not saying only Pepsi. Pepsi, Coke, this. Either you can drink this or you can drink that. But what is interesting is when you drink Pepsi or Coke, it appears to have quenched your thirst. In fact, it makes you feel more thirsty. You start feeling thirsty quicker when you drink that. Whereas when you drink water, it quenches your thirst. No more thirst for you. You see the difference. Similarly, the subject Vedanta dissolves the question and the questioner. In that, the demand or the seeking, the pressure to seek knowledge dissolved. Thereby, end of the pursuit of knowledge happens. Therefore, we say it is Vedanta.